All right. Speaking of bizarre, Rob, we know that Damian Lillard had wanted the Blazers to trade the number 3 pick in the draft to try to get a veteran star that he could team with to try to win a championship, to at least have a shot. And, of course, the Blazers didn't do that. They went ahead and drafted Scoot Henderson. Damian and his agent, Aaron Goodwin, met with the front office, Joe Cronin, the GM for the Blazers, yesterday, actually. And Joe Cronin releases a statement afterwards saying he met with them, they had a productive conversation, and that the Blazers will continue to try to build a contending team, a winner around Dame Lillard. Now, most people, Rob, have taken this, or many people have taken this to mean that Dame is staying there, that he's not going to get traded. I don't think that's the case. I think that's what's happening is that Damian Lillard is giving them a little more time. Now, you might say, why? Why should he do that? But I do think that that's what's going on. He's giving them more time to see if they can build around him or decide to make the moves to build around him. And I don't think they will. I don't think there'll be great trades out there for them unless they want to try to trade Scoot Henderson for Zion Williamson. And because of that, Rob, I think he still will be traded this offseason from Portland.
Yeah, I'm still not convinced of that. I mean, I hear what you're saying. I'm not convinced of that. I think that Damian Lillard is just a different guy. Just like when everybody tried to get Giannis to leave Milwaukee. Get out of there! You can't win! Are you crazy? Why would you go to Miami? You just got swept by Miami. Why would you not go join them and go win a championship? And Giannis stayed. He didn't listen to everybody. We signed with the Bucks. He was content. Damian Lillard is content on being the big fish in the small pond. Portland fits him. Portland suits him. It's okay. I'm not convinced he's going anywhere. And if I'm Portland, when I'm a market like that size, and I got somebody who's entrenched, who represents the organization well, who loves the community and is like, okay, they're paying me, I'm balling out. We went to the Western Conference Finals a couple years ago. Let's see what we can do here.
A couple years ago.
All right, but they did.
Like 4 years ago, 2019.
Okay, but they did.
And they got demolished.
Okay, but they did. And my point is, I don't believe he's going anywhere.
Well, and I think, look, your point about him being loyal and all that is I agree with you on that. But, and I'm not sure you were saying this, but this is completely different than Giannis. Like, there was still reason to believe, okay, it's going to be hard for him to win it in Milwaukee. Everybody else, LeBron, Kevin Durant has joined super teams. There's no shame if he joins one. And he is that level of player that's got to win a championship. He had won an MVP, I think, at that point. I don't know if he had won 2 yet. But he's got to win a championship. Damian Lillard's in a completely different situation. Damian Lillard, there's no reason, Rob, to believe that Damian Lillard isn't going to come anywhere near a championship with this Portland team. So, I don't know if that's what you were saying, that, hey, they told Giannis, you'll never win in Milwaukee. He stayed and they won. So were you saying that Dame could do that, or were you just saying Dame is happy where he's at and it's cool for him to stay?
No, but I'm saying that people don't know. You could say that right now.
We do know.
You don't know, Chris.
We do know.
You don't know.
We do know.
You don't know because you didn't think that Milwaukee would win a championship.
You don't know what I thought. I never said that.
You didn't think that they would win, did you? I'm asking you.
I didn't think they would. I thought they had a chance because he was good enough.
Oh, I didn't think you ever felt that way, that they were going to win a championship.
Ever? Anyway, no, I definitely didn't think he would never win a championship.
I'm talking about in Milwaukee.
But that team was much better
Yeah,
than
but
this
people
Portland
thought
team.
that he was crazy. Go back and read the listen to the
I
comments.
agree with that.
That
but
people thought he was
Rob, are you
outrageously
saying his
crazy.
situation is that Damian situation in
No.
Portland is just as good?
I'm saying
They're not
that,
winning.
No, but the difference is that Giannis's talent is way better than Damian
Yes.
Lillard's. So Giannis, of all people, needed to be the one to lead to justify
'cause he
his
was
career.
better.
No, to justify his career that he's going to win something where Damian Lillard doesn't have to live up to any expectations of having to win. If he doesn't win,
I agree with that.
If he doesn't win in Portland, there's going to be no damnation of his career. And oh my God, I can't believe Damian Lillard never won. That won't happen. And
I
Damian
agree with
Lillard
you
is
there.
it? Yeah, I think that
But my
he's
point
in a
is
more
just that-
comfortable spot that he
Right.
doesn't have to go.
I totally agree with that.
And he's already made the top 75, Chris.
Right.
He made the top 75 without winning.
Right. All I was saying is I don't think he is as close to winning as Giannis was. And you're right, they had gotten swept in the bubble. But Giannis was still younger. He is better, obviously. No slight on Dame, but Giannis clearly is a better player. And, they had much more time. And a team that wasn't a bunch of young kids around him. It's not Dame's fault, but they're not anywhere near competing for a championship as they are. If he wants to stay, more power to him, but that flips it on to the team, Rob. Is it the team? I think the Portland Trailblazers' job is to try to build a championship team. And if they keep the best way to build a championship team, I think is to trade Damian Lillard. Because they just don't, they're on two different timetables. They got a bunch of young boys. Scoot Henderson's 19 years old? Shaedon Sharpe is young. Anthony Simons is young. Like they are not on the timetable to help Damian win or to make the organization win. So I think with what they could get for Dame, they could really put themselves in a good position where in a few years, they're a team to be reckoned with out west. And I think it'd be good for Dame too, because he could play for a championship. I respect it if he's happy where he's at. I respected it with Allen Iverson. I respected it with Russell Westbrook. But the thing is, Rob, what happened to those guys? They showed loyalty, but the teams traded them. So Dame's got to be concerned like, hey, I'm showing loyalty, but they still could move on from me.
Of course they could, but that doesn't mean that if he's happy and being traded is a part of sports. I mean, so many great players have been traded. It's not the end of the world. So I think players should understand that. I mean, they sold Babe Ruth. They traded Wayne Gretzky. I could go on and on and on of people who were traded. So that's just a part of the game. But I just think that I don't think he's going anywhere. And I hear what you're saying about building for the future, but getting young kids and what they can get doesn't mean they're any closer to a championship. I don't believe that.
There's more hope. There's more hope. Right now, it's entertaining. Dame is an all-time great player, and he loves the city. He loves the franchise. He loves the fans, and that's fun because he's going to go out there and put up 30 points every night. But they're nowhere. There's no hope that they're going to ever win a championship with this group. Whereas if the young guys, because Dame also is going to, I don't even want to say take shots, it's his team. But Scoot's not likely to be able to come into his fullness, and Simons and Shaedon Sharpe with Dame there being the man. And so I just think it makes sense. And I think fans would be excited. Obviously, they like Dame, but they'd be excited to see, okay, yeah, we know we're not winning a championship in the next couple years, but these guys, we got something brewing. These guys are all young. They're all good. They're all exciting and fun to watch. We're going to enjoy watching them come into their own. And so I think it'd be prudent to move him, whether Dame wants it or not. I think the team it's best for them. And I think at the end of the day, Dame would be excited about it. But